Hi, and welcome to Kissy's Tarot Readings. So, what I'm going to do today is a couple different, but this first one reading, I'm going to do to tell you the state of the world right now, and information on how the world is doing on, I guess you could say, a spiritual or awakening level. Okay, so a lot of people talk about awakening. Awakening for me is when you see the world around you for what it truly is. Right, so what does it have to say about awakening? I don't know if these need to be upside down or not. See in a minute. That's conscience, spirit. So we have here, okay, it was an upside down, but I don't think that matters. Movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. So right now maybe there's a lot of movement going on through the world for reshaping how it will be. Okay, let's go to this. What does this have to say about it? So, standing still, maintaining the status quo, and stagnating are the results of lack of movement. Our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies can only grow and develop if we move. Take some form of action. Do you hear that? It's telling you the action has to happen for anything to change. Change comes with action. Okay? Movement brings an added spark to life. This card may be an indication you are not getting enough physical exercise. And the world probably is not, because we're being told to stay in our seats. We're being told to stay in our homes. We're being told to stay and not do anything, when in fact we should be getting more active and embracing the world. This card may be an indication you are not getting enough physical exercise. You are a physical being. Honor your body by walking in nature or dancing and stimulating your heart. Mental movement and action are just as important. Start a new hobby or study further. So you may need to study the matter further in order to be where you need to be. So the world needs to be where it is. We all need to learn more about it. Do something you've always wanted to do. If you're an exercise junkie, this card may be telling you to slow down a bit. Do not overtax your body. Perhaps you should try an alternate form of exercise. Yoga and Tai Chi are great workouts for body, mind, and soul. Do not focus on your physical body at the expense of your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. Do you hear that? We're focusing too much on the physical body, okay, and not enough of the emotional, mental, and spiritual afflictions. Focusing on that physical body is causing us. We need to stop focusing on the physical and realize physical also, you need to also focus on mental stability, emotional stability, spiritual stability, to align it with your physical self so that your physical self is healthier. Got it? Alright, so that's where we're at with that. Now we got, so what do we need to know about the unseen realm and how it is affecting our health and the health of our world? What do we need to do? What do we need to know about that in order to make it all better, healthier, more aligned? The Merlin. So Merlin was a magician. Guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. So we have to sit there and learn how to go back to the old ways in order to go forward. Okay? The old ways will help us understand. History is a great teacher. It really is. You have to learn to listen to what really happened in history in order to understand the future, because history always tries to repeat itself. 33. Let's see what it has to say. Let me have to splice this. So, when the Ancient One, the Merlin, comes forward to speak with you, you are speaking with all the knowledge of the ancient druids who have spent time in fairylands for years, many of whom remain there still, including the wise mentor and teacher, Merlin. It's difficult to overestimate the depth of knowledge, his compassionate heart, and his laughter. He is part fae, part human, and all wise and loving. He is a teacher who comes to you with a message that you must find a teacher who claims not to know all, but who can guide you to knowledge hidden within your own self, which seems out of reach and obscure to you at present. It will be time to study and to be corrected when Merlin comes to you. We're about to get a correction in our world. We're about to get corrected, and history is going to be redefined. Okay? His guidance can feel stern to some, but because he is not always available for long periods of time, he is imperative to make each moment count when you have connected with this wise teacher. He wishes you to know that everything is your teacher, that life itself is yours to learn from, and he understands that the choices you have made have led you to him for now, and that in good time you will part, and that too is right and good. His age is old, and he knows that much of your wisdom encoded in sleeping DNA, see, our DNA is about to be awakened by a great unveiling. We are about to see something unfold that is unpronounced, ununderstood, but we're going to have to embrace it, and we're going to have to learn from it in order to move forward. As he gazes into his crystal orb at the end of his staff, and the wisdom of the stones and their strength and support are yours to lean on. You may experience visions when scrying, like when you're doing things like tarot. Okay? Merlin enters your world. His good humor is only matched by his determination for you to learn whichever way you choose. Those who find him a hard task basically are actually resisting life's lessons, and he will dissolve blocks within you regarding seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing, and even smelling the fae. Merlin has an incredible sense of smell. Now, when I got this was in the reverse, and this does have a reverse meaning, okay? Refusing to believe that a teacher can be found, blocking the lessons of life, resistance creating suffering and repetition in your life. Remember I talked about history repeating itself, okay? Blocking magical messages and your own magical powers, feeling confused about how someone who is not God in the Christian sense can be so wise, kind, and loving and good. Refusing to take advice even when it is good and kind and strong advice. Refusing to love your humanity, which Merlin knows is where your wisdom lies. Instinct and intuition divided within you. You have to understand, we're in a time in our world where our instincts are being overthrown by others, and we're not being allowed to use them properly. It's there for a reason. It's there in our DNA. It's meant to do something, to challenge you, to wake you up, to make you see things, to help guide you. And we're not using that. We're just listening blindly and not following our own intuition. It's a very, very bad thing for that to be happening right now. If we're not listening to our own intuition, what are we listening to? We don't even know. Okay? So, now we move on to mythic oracles. Now, I see, I used to be into like Greek mythology and all that stuff, and I think it's funny because, a lot of stuff you see going on now in the world, you can see some of that in Greek mythology. If you look and really see what we're seeing in the world happening right now, and you think about some of the Greek mythology that you've been taught here or there in school, on TV, you can see a correlation. Right? What does it want us to know? Poseidon, ooh, water. Alright, very interesting. Because we are made of water. We're mostly water beings. And I may have to change this battery. Right, let me stop here and hold on. I'm going to have to stop there. Okay. So, This will be spliced later, don't worry. So Poseidon, he ruled the waterways. He had a temper. Earth shaker, the myth. Poseidon is the son of Re and Cronus, the ruler of water, seas, and oceans. He is both the supporter of the earth and the shaker of the earth. He creates earthquakes by striking the ground with his trident, a three-pronged spear. Poseidon is quite a ferocious god. Yeah, he's got temper. Who demands honor and respect. So we're not respecting the earth enough. We're not respecting what we have. Not just in a sense where we're leaving trash everywhere, but we're really not respecting life and supporting life on the earth the way we should. We misuse it in so many ways. A lot of those ways is by simply mining for things we don't need, tearing up the earth itself. I just saw a thing for Florida where they tore up an island for seemingly no reason at all, just raked it into tore up the middle, and that was it. And no one knows why that happened. I don't understand why that happened. Were they looking for treasure? I don't know. But they tore up a whole ecosystem of that island, that little mini tiny island, for seemingly no reason. So let's move on. He is associated with bulls and horses. Bulls were often sacrificed to him to ensure safe ocean voyages, and he is said to have created horses. The message. Poseidon is the earth shaker. If he is dishonored, he is unstoppable in his fury. The earth may be shaking for you at this time. Old structures that are no longer useful to you are breaking down. You see that? The old is going and the new is coming in. A new knowledge is removing the foundations on which you've built your current place in life. The truth is, the old foundations no longer serve you. Honey, are you sending me messages?
Sorry.
It's okay. Shh. Yeah, just don't send me any messages, just, because I can't turn this off yet. The truth is, the old foundations no longer serve you, regardless of whether or not you feel ready to face that fact. They would not have crumbled if they were built on anything that was still truly substantial. The old ways are no good. We have to go further back to see how we reacted with nature to actually understand where we need to go. Okay? The bigger picture may not be in sight right now, but when the time is right, the bounty of a new land will be revealed, and it will be up to you to take the next step. We are about to embark on a new journey. We're about to see something we've never seen before. We're about to become the explorers we are meant to be. It's going to be so grand and so fantastic. People are going to be like, this is what I was truly designed for. Okay? As a human being, you'll be understanding what we were designed to do in this world. This is a time to clear away outdated thoughts and habits. The old house is burned to the ground. It's time to build a new one. You feel sad, angry, or scared, and you must allow yourself to feel all of these emotions. But the truth is, this is an incredible, exciting time. See? Exciting. Full of new opportunities and possibilities. Enjoy it. Ride the waves into a new phase of your life, for adventure awaits you. It's going to be so amazing. We're going to discover new things that are actually old things that we never knew, and it's going to be crazy, but we're going to love it at the same time. So, we got the Akashic records here, and I'm not too into Akashic. I'm not too certain of, I don't know enough about it, but I'm planning to know more about it. It's something I wanted to look into, but I've just not been too... I'm always busy. I'm just always busy, so it's very hard for me to study into things like that anymore. Okay, so Archangel Raphael. So this Archangel Raphael, it's in the reverse. I don't know if that has meaning yet or not, but we shall find out. We shall find out. So, part of the Akashic record, he seems to be holding light in his hands and having light in his heart. And what it might mean is that we have to return back to using our inner energy to create and to design a new world. Let's see. So it does have a thing for reversed. Okay. So this card reverse could signify an emotional or physical condition. Again, we're talking about the physical. We have to get out of that. Or a split in the family. And again, we are split up in this world of two communities. One that says yes, one that says no. And one hand is being forced. So it does tear apart our humanity to have us so split. Okay? Something troubles you and you may not realize that you're using all your resources. You're not using all your resources. Let Raphael be part of the solution, even if you've never thought about asking for heavenly help before. We have to get more in tune with our spiritual side is basically what it's saying. Okay? Consider all your options for healing the issue and emotions at hand. Practice meditation to bring yourself to a higher perspective. Consciously work with your thoughts and words to help shift difficult feelings. And if therapy would be helpful, seek that out. Whether you're suffering from a broken heart, from lost love, or painful childhood memories, it's time to stop living in the dark. We have to live in the light. We have to open our eyes and we have to see the light that is before us. And not let the darkness that's trying to overshadow it get in the way. We have to remove that. It's a block. Okay? Raphael longs to bring his light and love to your life. Open your heart, ask for help, and let him in. When you do, you may find that your miracle awaits. And here it has a thing where it tells you how to do things like that. Like it says, open yourself to the presence and touch of the Archangel Raphael, who stands beside you now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel your whole self filled with the healing energy of boundless love. Every cell, every thought, every moment vibrates with the radiant power and love of Raphael. And let me tell you something. Vibration is our source. It's part of this world. However, we don't use it to its full extent because we were never taught about it. Perhaps if we could go back in history and learn how Merlin became a legend, about how Poseidon was able to rule, about how we can use our inner energy to work miracles, perhaps we wouldn't need to be worried so much about our physical side, because everything else, our spiritualness and our own personal healthy energy, would be able to cure anything that's within our body. I mean, it's not proven because science, but the truth is, if you think about all of the miracles that have happened, birth is a miracle, for instance. When you think about all the miracles that have happened in the world to create us and keep us sustained, throughout time, you'd probably understand it better. I think a lot of people have forgotten where we came from because we are told to believe something and we just blindly do. Because we're trusting humans. That's what humans are. They're trusting individuals until they're not. But sometimes we don't trust the right force or the right entity or the right energy. We have to learn to listen to our intuition and let it flow. Meditate more. De-stress yourself by meditating. Use solfeggio, probably not saying that right, but the 9 solfeggio tones to help maintain it, because we're vibrational energy, and that's why we love music so much, because it's all vibration and it just fills your soul. Alright, so we're gonna see what these oracle stones have to say. Alright, so that's the oracle stone that came out. Here we go. So this is, it's called Gnosis, maybe? I'm not good at pronunciation, but it's Gnosis. Gnosis? Gnosis? Nauthiz. So we're going to learn about that. Apologies, I live in a very, very noisy neighborhood. So this looks to be in the upright position. Okay. The necessity of learning to deal with severe constraint is a lesson. Oh, aren't we in constraint right now? Aren't we all in this world dealing with constraint? This rune represents the obstacles we create for ourselves, as well as those we encounter in the world around us. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role of Noth is to identify our shadow, our dark or repressed side, places where growth has been stunted. See what it's a blockage, resulting in weakness that we are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally, this rune is saying. Work with the shadow, examine what it is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune in your life. Manifestation is a real thing. And when we manifest fear, we manifest hardship, we manifest horrid, fear-filled things. They come to us more easily because as humans, we have the ability to manifest anything. But what we mostly manifest is fear because we're bombarded with it every day, on a constant basis, all the time. Okay? So you have to sit there and learn to work with that to overcome this darkness. Okay? When at last you can look upon the rune of constraint with a smile, you will recognize the troubles, denials, and setbacks of life as your teachers, guides, and allies. When I have experienced that, where I've had things come back to me that I used to see before, but I recognize it now for what it is. It is a lesson not to think those thoughts and to move on and to think more positively. Okay. The need for restraint is unquestionable here. Drawing this rune indicates there may well be holdups and reasons to reconsider your plans carefully. Clearly there is work to be done on yourself. So, take it on with good humor and show perseverance. This is a time to pay off old debts, restore, if not harmony, at least balance. So mend, restore, redress. When fishermen can't go to sea, they repair nets. In other words, they do something that will help them later on. They do something that will help them later on, but that they're not, because they can't do the other thing that normally helps them catch fish. So they try to do something that's helpful in the same vein. Okay? Let the constraints of time serve you in righting your relationships to yourself. Be mindful that rectification must come before progress. And as always, consider the uses of adversity. So, in all that, I'd like to say, we are in a time of great constraint. There's no doubt in my mind that we are more, I can't say enslaved. Some people like to be enslaved. They like the constraint. They like the fact that, somebody is telling them what to do, where to go, how much, they need structure. It's true. A lot of us need structure. But you need to form your own structure. Like the fisherman with the nets, you need to form your own form of structure that's going to help you throughout. And I guess that's everything. I mean, just try to work with the world, to use your energies, to stay, clear out the blockages. Remember that while we are physical beings in this world, it is only because we choose to be. We choose to be a physical being. And that's hard for some of you to realize. We choose to be a physical being in this time and age because we're trying to raise the vibration of the world and humanity. We need to work together to free our minds of the old thinking and the old ways of doing to move forward into a more enlightened time where we are all in harmony, not just with each other, but also with the earth and possibly Mars. Because, hey, we're supposed to be going there soon, and I really hope to get to see it possibly in my lifetime, though I'm kind of old, so I don't know. But hopefully I will get to see it for real, under my feet, just like I've always dreamed in my head. It would be amazing. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing to discover new land and new opportunities and new places to be and new things to do and learn? It would be great, huh? So, yeah. I hope that we're heading in a great direction. We just need to release the old. We need to take action. We need to take action and start moving forward. You know, be the one that moves everything into place. All right, there's your reading. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.